Okay, today we're going to be going over through some of our basic hand technique chambers. There's mainly 5 positions that we're going to go through for our chambering. We're going to start with our down block or down movements. Instructor Carolina is going to go through down block slowly a couple times and then do it at a normal speed so you guys can watch where the hands are. Watch the position of the hands, which way they're flipped. The other hand that goes back to your belt is known as your pulling hand. Couple variations of this could be a knife hand down block. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Let's go through forward striking techniques, starting with a basic middle punch. So a pretty consistent rule in Taekwondo is that wherever your hand ends up, which would be her punch right now, your chamber is pretty much the opposite of that, pretty much that hand flipped over. So if you can flip that fist and kind of put it back to your belt, that's pretty much where your chamber is. So a lot of times the chamber is the opposite of where you end up. Okay, guys? There's a lot of striking techniques. We can do a couple here. Forward striking techniques such as face punch, fingertip to throat, fingertip to stomach, 2-hand poke to the eye. Okay. Next, we can do inside techniques such as inside block. Okay, and she's going to be showing you how to do inside block. Watch the chamber. Okay, the arm is not too far out. Definitely bent. Again, it is the opposite of where she ends up. So her forearm is turned the opposite, and the forearm comes in for the block. Okay, now do it a few times quickly. So these inside techniques, coming across inside. Some other ones can be knife hand attack to neck. So it's a similar chamber, okay, even though the attack is straighter. Knife hand inside block. Okay, so those are some different variations. Next we'll be going upwards techniques, upwards blocks. Face block being our original. This is our 4th one. And make sure you turn your hips slightly to one side as we come up. Okay, at a normal speed. Okay, and a variation can be like a knife hand face block. Lastly, across techniques, which would be like a hammer fist block. Please watch the hands carefully, keep your elbows in. Okay, you're going to come up across your shoulder and then across your face in a straight line and come out with the forearm to block. Okay, a variation can be a single knife and high block. This is very similar to the last one. And then we have our double techniques, such as a double knife hand block. So your other hand is going to end up between your patch and your belt. So your wrist is going to be right in the middle of those. We also have downwards techniques like a double hammer fist low block. And this doesn't cover everything, but it's a lot of our techniques are covered by these 5 different motions. Let's do those 5 in a row. Let's do a little bit quickly, just twice for each of those. Number 1, downwards techniques. Number 2, striking techniques. Number 3, inside techniques. Number 4, upwards techniques. Number 5, across techniques. This covers most of the techniques up to black belt. As you get to the higher belts, we add in things here and there. All right, 차렷, 경례 봐.
Yay!